Hey, so this one is a little bit personal, and I've been holding off on it for a while just because of that reason. But this is about sex magic, and it needs to be shared. Like the power of your orgasm and how much energy it creates is it's spectacular. And I've actually remote viewed it. I remote viewed it recently and saw some of the light that it generates. And what I've been told by my guides is that it's like incredible the amount of energy that, and if you use it correctly, that it produces, and how quickly you can change things with it. And that's why I wanted to say the first thing. When I started getting into this, it was pretty recent, like at the beginning of this year. I mean, I was aware of it before, but I connected with my twin flame, and he's a really special being. And I started realizing that the one a really really powerful, or one of the reasons that we're to connect was to spread this energy that we can share together. And part of that is through orgasm, and but more specifically the love energy that generates, and that love light that it generates, because we are the twin flame energy is like the purest form of love that you can find, and um, so what I'm saying is, like, if you're by yourself, and I do this a lot, honestly, but when you're by yourself, the last thing you want to be doing is thinking about anything but that twin flame. Like if you're pleasuring yourself to like the image of somebody famous, or like porn, or just weird stuff, it's because you're generating so much energy. You're basically creating what you're thinking about at the time, so you have to be very disciplined when you're doing this, and holding that the love and joy frequency while you're doing this is really important, because it makes it way way stronger when you do that. And again, you're not giving energy to things like lust, and giving energy to that person that, like, maybe you had an ex-boyfriend or like ex-girlfriend or whatever. And if you're thinking about them, or just like somebody that out and about that you saw or whatever, it, that unwanted sexual relationship on a higher dimension is still gonna be pretty negative, like if that person doesn't want it, then it's gonna be like a negative thing to do. And that's why I say it's important to, and even if you can't remote view them, or you haven't connected with your twin flame yet, just by consciously thinking about them, and maybe like uh, if you're like trying to picture something that makes you horny or whatever, just like thinking about what they look like, and just knowing that that's your twin flame, and that, like, the most important thing, like I said, is just that purest form of love that you can connect with, and that connecting with that energy while you're working with your orgasm energy is like super super important. But yeah, like I said, it's a creation, and you're creating energy. So you can use this in as far as like, you go in with an intent of like what you want to generate. And again, first of all is love. But if you maybe want to create a different path for yourself, you can utilize that energy and send that out to the universe, and ask God to channel this energy into something that would be beneficial to yourself. And you can do that. And again, like I said, it's a meditation when you're doing this. And that's what I mostly use it for, is for like purifying my own consciousness, using that light that we generate together, and cleaning out some of these lower vibrations, because that energy is just so strong. And if you're mixing that with your love, that pure love intent, and filling yourself with that, it really really helps a lot to improve your mental health state, and to um, block out the lower frequencies and the lower emotions and lower energies that are trying to like interfere with you, you know. And it really strengthens your etheric field and gives you that line of defense that you really need, with that light positive energy, you know. It's so strong. And what else was I gonna say? So purifying and strengthening. Oh yeah, yeah. So one thing that's really hard to do is not orgasm. And like you can orgasm, but it's not gonna be. I mean, I'm talking about like edging, you know. But if you fully orgasm, it's not going to be as beneficial as just containing that inside of you, and uh, not containing it, but letting it flow through you and letting it strengthen that etheric field, you know. And if you like, the orgasm is such a huge release, and if you release all of that energy, you're obviously, it's going to be purifying, but you're not going to get the lasting effects, I guess, at least in my experience. And I actually started with onking, and I'm starting to have a different viewpoint on onking, and I think that onking might be, it's not really necessary, I guess, and might not be what you want, because that what I kind of see onking as is like you're holding on to all of that energy instead of releasing, and like generating and releasing and purifying and cleansing. And um, by onking, you're holding on to a lot of that instead of releasing it, like I said. Another really important thing is asking like guides to come and assist you in this, and to be like playful, you know. And a lot of the ETs are very playful. I mean, it sounds weird, but like, um, if you think about it from a higher dimensional perspective, everything is just like joy and bliss, you know. So, and it's such a strong energy. And if those ETs are there with you and assisting you, they can take out and assist with this energy generation and extract some of these programs that are inside of you and purify those, and just play with you, you know. And sounds so funny, but yeah. So it's really really intense, and it's really fun. It can be like distracting sometimes, and it can become addictive too, so you have to worry about that. And like I said, again, discipline. If you're disciplining yourself um, with holding that love frequency, and listening and letting all of your thoughts go, and purifying, getting like really solidifying that beingness. If you're experiencing and doing this magic in that state of the present and beingness, then it's going to be even more effective, you know. Generate like Magenta Pixie talks about the bliss charged love, and that's really what it is that you're generating this bliss charged love, and this energy is so intense. And yeah, it purifies everything, and it's fun. But just be careful.